Breaking news is the fact that Arsenal have agreed a £30 million deal with Man City to sign Zinchenko, which includes apparently about £2 million worth of add-ons as well. We'll take calls from City and Arsenal fans on this, obviously. What's your first impression of this? It's been sort of mulling over for some time now, but it's finally happened.
I think this is a great purchase for Arsenal. I'm quite surprised, actually, that Man City have let him go. I've always liked him. Technically, he's a really, really good footballer. The only thing I can think of is that for Ukraine, he plays higher up the pitch, more midfield.
Midfield, yeah. He's been playing left back at City, right?
Yeah, I just wonder whether he feels as though that he wants to play further higher up, and Pep, he ain't going to get into that midfield at City. He can't make a case. At left back, there was a game in the Champions League, I think it was last season, might have been the season before, but there was a game that he came off the bench and they were struggling, City. Right. And
Was it against Real Madrid?
It was away from home.
Was it against Real Madrid?
I've had a quick look. I've tried to find it. I can't find the game.
I think Real Madrid, you know.
He was brilliant, and he changed the game. He up and down that left-hand side. Great energy, great left foot, brave, good in possession, can receive the ball. Pretty much with his right foot, with his back to play on the half turn. But I think he wants to play midfield, and it'll be interesting to see with Tierney playing.
That's what I was going to ask you, because Tierney does have injury problems.
Yes, he does. But I think if everyone's fit, Tierney plays, and I think Zinchenko plays. I like him. I'm a fan.
What do you make of what Arsenal are doing at the moment? They've got some good young players in there. We know about Saka and Smith Rowe, obviously. They've bought Jesus. I think personally, for what he can bring.
How much have they spent this window now?
Well, Jesus was just over 40, and Zinchenko's 30. So that's 70. I'm just trying to think of other big heads they've bought.
So last transfer window,
they spent more than anyone else.
Yeah, they can't be far off it again. By the way, I think they're going to be very close again. So comes with that. Look, I think what they're doing.
Sorry. On the back of that, they failed last year, right?
I think that's slightly harsh because.
Here's my question: did they spend all that money to get fifth?
No, but they
I know it is harsh, but the reality is they wanted Champions League football. They didn't get it.
Yeah, but I think they probably got themselves in a position where. There's two parts to the answer to this question, right? Most Arsenal fans at the beginning of the season would have said, "I'll take fifth." With 6 games to go, they ain't taking fifth.
No, you're right.
That's probably, and then what we've got is probably where they deserve to be. That's probably where they deserve to be over the course of the season. And Conte's a brilliant manager. But you can't be the highest spenders in the transfer window last season. And I'm trying to find out now. They're very close again. Comes with that now. There's going to be expectation. And you're not spending that money to finish fifth again, are you? You're going to want better. But, you do the maths. 6 into 4 can't go.
This is what I find fascinating. Because you say 6 into 4, it's not 6 into 4, it's 4 into 2.
4 into 2, yeah, it's 4 into 2.
Isn't it? Because we all know that Liverpool and Man City are going to be 1 and 2 in whichever order.
It's probably 4 into 2, you're absolutely right. I agree with that.
Which is even more nuts, isn't it? I mean, I admire the fact that these clubs are spending copious amounts of money.
Yeah, but everyone's trying to catch City and Liverpool. That's the job of these other teams, to try and catch City and Liverpool. I expect those two to finish 1 and 2 again, right? I think City will win it, but you just don't know.
I think the fact that City, we did this, I think, on yesterday's show the day before. I think the fact that City have let 2 big heads go, and I do consider Jesus, more so Sterling, because these numbers are ridiculous.
I heard the show, yeah.
Those two, Zinchenko's gone again. I just think there are games, there will be games, let's say for argument's sake, West Ham away, 1-1 with 75 minutes on the clock, where they'll look to a bench, Man City, and they'll want to change things up, right?
Yeah.
Now, they've got Mahrez, of course, but I imagine he'll start. They've got Foden, I imagine he'll start. And they've got Haaland up top. They've got the I can't remember his name, the new kid they've got, the Argentinian.
Yeah.
Alvarez, thank you.
Yeah.
Untried and tested. So I just don't know with Man City. I think it pains me to say it. At the moment, the way things are going and the players he's sold, Pep, and the new players coming in, right? I mean, for argument's sake, if Haaland scores 5 in a game, they still only get 3 points.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
At the moment, my favourites for the Premier League are Liverpool. I know that sounds nuts because they've got Haaland.
It doesn't sound nuts.
I just think, as you've said a number of times today, with the fact you've got 5 subs now, I think we're going to see tactics that we've never seen before.
No, completely.
And I think Man City, we did this yesterday, I think Man City are weaker right now. Season's not started yet, and the window's not closed. Right now, I think Man City are weaker.
Well, I don't think you can keep. He had a year left in his contract, right? And he wanted to go. He wasn't playing enough football. By the way, he was their second top goal scorer last season, 13. De Bruyne was on 15. His input in City's season last year, even though it wasn't as many minutes, his contribution, certainly against Villa final day of the season and the goals he scored. But I think Pep's not stupid. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to achieve. They've let Jesus go, Sterling and Zinchenko. That's quite brave, but Pep will have a plan. Liverpool are a little bit more settled than City. They've bought, they know Mane. Mane's goals are going to be missed. Don't underestimate those goals and what he added, by the way. And he also had a year left in his contract. So also Liverpool were kind of forced into having to make a decision. I think they're quite tight, but the amount of chances that City create, you feel as though Haaland can't fail. But we don't know.
No.
We just don't know.
Just going back to Arsenal, one question I've got for you. Zinchenko, if you're joining us, Zinchenko's signed now from Man City. Yeah. With him, he brings 4 league titles, an FA Cup, and 4 League Cups, of course. Just explain to me, for someone that's played at the highest level, I, of course, have got nowhere near that. What's it like when a winner comes into a dressing room like that? What does that do to the rest of the squad?
I mean, not that I remember too much about that, but I know what it was like when someone like Klinsmann turned up. And it's what it does to the dressing room and to the fans. There's belief, genuine, and also the experience they bring. And there might be moments in games, there might be something that the game turns against you. That's where these players come into, and also working day to day. You can think about what Sterling, for example, my club, Sterling can bring to Chelsea, right? Same sort of thing. What can he bring to the likes of Mason Mount, Reece James, some of these younger boys, someone who's won those trophies, who can add that experience in? These players that are moving on now, Jesus to Arsenal, Zinchenko, you can't put a price on that, what they're bringing into that dressing room. I think Arsenal have done some smart business,